it's called as depth. So we're talking about something called depth. First, we are talking about what is our, okay, and then the method, okay, DFS method, also known as depth first search method. This is a very, very big important method. I don't know how many of you sort of learned maybe in your third sem, data structures. If would have been learned, this means it's a good thing. If you're not learned also, then not a problem. Here, we are only looking into the aspects of topological sorting. There's a lot of other things also. There's one more technical, breadth first search, BFS. Okay, but that is not there for you, so you don't have to worry. Okay, but if you have time, if you got the interest, then you could always sort of learn that also. Okay, so in this, what are the things to be kept in mind? What are the things to be sort of looking into it? Okay, first and foremost thing is you need to have what is known as a directed acyclic graph, just like our source removal method. So there's no doubt in that. Okay, second thing is for a direct acyclic graph, you are going to find out what is known as topological sorting only. So it is two things which are common. So along with this, there is certain extra things that you are going to look for. What is that extra things? The extra thing is we are going to look about something called as a stack. We are going to use something called as a stack. Probably you must be knowing what is stack. And this property of stack, what is known as last in, first out. Okay, last in, first out. That also we are going to use for this concept. That also you need to keep in mind. Last in, first out. Then the next part. What is the next part? Okay, last in, first out is also looked at. Then the next thing that you got to keep in mind is there is something called as push. Okay, there is something called as pop. These two things also you need to keep in mind. Where you are using push, where I'm using pop. Okay, that's also something that you have to keep in mind. Okay, once you know all these things, just by taking one example, probably we'll be able to understand what is this depth first search. Okay, in very, very simplest of topics we are going to look for, in very simplest of means we are going to look for it, and we are going to solve this. Okay, once we are able to solve this, then the entire second model is fully done. Okay, that's very important. Okay, it's a very big model, lot of things which you have studied, and of course we are going to look for algorithms also, probably once, if the time permits, today itself or else tomorrow. Okay, the algorithms are very simple. Once you understand the the working of it, the same thing is being put in form of an algorithm. Okay, if you know that, everything with regard to decrease and conquer is fully done. Okay, so let's look into this. Okay, what is the way of doing it? So for this, obviously I'm going to take one example. Okay, so what is the example I'm going to take? I'm going to take one graph as an example, and for that we are going to look for figuring out what is the way of doing this. Okay, so I'm going to take one example of a directed acyclic graph is what I'm calling it, but you should not always believe that. You should check for yourself whether it is directed acyclic graph or is there some sort of a cycle involved in a graph. Okay, yesterday's class you saw what happens when you don't have a acyclic property. When you have a cycle in a graph, what happens? Okay, so removal method you saw that, but here also you need to sort of see that whether it is a acyclic graph or there is something else. Okay, now this is the graph. Probably you must be seeing very clearly that this is the graph I have used. Check for a cycle. Is there any cycle? Probably there is a cycle. Is there a cycle? Look into it. Okay, A, C, E. No, that's the end of it. A, D, C, E. Then that's the end of it. There's no other cycle. Is there any other cycle possibility? No, that's the end of it. Okay, so this is a directed acyclic graph without any problem, without any worry, without any doubt. Okay, so let's start and doing it. What are the things to be done here? First and foremost thing is, okay, we need to figure out the stack property, then the air property, all those things we are going to look for. But before that, based on this, how do you start? Okay, generally I'm saying preferably. That's a word that needs to be used. Okay, preferably, right? Preferably look for a node. Okay, look for a node that has an integrity that is equal to 0. When I'm saying preferably, it clearly means that it is only preferably. I can go with any node. You can choose any node. That is something that you need to keep in mind. Okay, you can choose any node, but preferably you choose a node that is having an integrity that is equal to 0. Okay, So we'll do two things. In this example, we'll choose a node that is having an integrity that is equal to 0. Then we're going to look for it. And in probably in the next example, we are going to choose any node and we are going to work with regard to it. Okay. So let's choose a node that is having an integrity that is equal to 0, which is a node that is having integrity that is equal to 0, the B node. Okay. Node B has integrity that is equal to 0. So what we are going to do? We are going to have one stack. How do you think the stack would be? A stack I'm going to write like this. Okay. And obviously you must be knowing that all the stack variables will be put through like this. Okay. How many elements are there in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to have 5 stock variables. Okay. Just try to zoom out. Okay. Please make sure that you're using the option of zoom. Okay. Using your own fingers to figure out if you can't see. Okay. So that because I want to have a bigger screen aspect of it. See, this is what I have. I have a stack now. And what are the elements that are there? There are 5 elements. So I'll keep these 5 elements, 5 stack elements intact. Initially empty. Okay. Now my job, I told you very clearly, I'm going to first choose my node that is equal to B. Okay. I'm going to choose my node that is first node that is equal to B. And that node one, that B will be put into the stack like this. Okay. It will be put into the stack from B. Okay. From B, I need to figure out the neighboring nodes. For B, what are the neighboring nodes I have? Okay. From, see, when I say neighboring nodes, the nodes that are going out from B. Okay. So what are the nodes that are going out from B? That needs to be kept in mind. This is B. The nodes that are going out from B are A and D. Check this. These are my neighboring nodes. So I'll take this as my node. What is the node I have chosen? And this is nothing but my neighboring nodes. Neighbors, I call it. Okay. A and D are nothing but my neighboring nodes. So B, I've chosen it. I've put it in the stack. Not a problem. So next is, what is the next thing to be done? From B, I can have two choices here, A and D. Which one I'll choose? I'll choose A because A and B coming together every time. So you can choose D also, not a problem. I'll choose A. If I choose A, so next thing is I'm going to choose A. So what is it? I need to figure out what is the thing that needs to be done with regard to A. Okay, the next stock what I choose is with regard to A, that A will be going into the stack like this. Okay, what are the neighbors with regard to A? You check. Okay, neighbors with regard to A are the elements, the edges that are going out from A. What are the elements that you have? One is D, other one is C. So can write that. What are the neighbors for A? C and D. No doubt in that. Okay, look into the the diagram. Look into the diagram. Look into the things I'm writing. That's how it needs to work. Okay, so I've written that. Now from A, I can go to D. I can go to C. Where I can go, I'll go to C. Okay, I'll go to C. If I go to C, the node C is visited. So I'll go write that C right here. Okay, you can write it like this. These are nothing but visited nodes. Okay, it is clearly visited node. Okay, from with regard to C, from C, what are the places that you have? What are the neighboring places that you have? There's only one place. What is that? Only E. Is there any other neighbors with regard to C? When I say neighbors, the ones that are going out from C. Is there any other neighbors? Check. There is only E. There is no other place that you have. So obviously my next choice should be, okay, from C I need to go for E only. So I'll write that. Okay, I'll write that. Then from E. Okay, then from E you check. From E, is there any neighbors? Okay, is there any neighbors with regard to E? No, there is no neighbors. If there is no neighbors, be careful here in the way I'm writing this. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, now it's fine. Now, if there is no neighbors, you can see very clearly there is no neighbors. What I should do? I should do the pop option. Okay, I should do the pop option. What I should pop? Whatever the last element that was there, that will only pop because you know it's stack last in first out. That will only popped. So what needs to be popped now? Before that, I'll tell you, what are the nodes that are visited. That's very important. First B was visited. Can I write that, in this color? Okay, probably check in the color, change it. Okay, that's B. In a regular class, I would have used a different color chalk piece and all. Here I'm using a different sketch. Okay, so probably everything is all fine. Or unless I'll use even a darker color. Okay, probably this one. I think this B was visited, correct? Then we visited A, very correct. Then we visited C, very much correct. Then we later visited E. Is that everything visited? No. There's something that is missing. What is that missing? D. So we'll figure out, okay, what needs to be done and all, okay. So if we pop this, okay, if we pop the elements right from after, E, what is the element to be popped? The elements that will be popped, first element to be popped will be equal to E. Okay, it will be popped. So now you can see E is popped out. So I need to take that out. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just take out E from here. Okay, I'm going to take out E from there. Then you see, now you come across what is known as C. For C, you can see very clearly the only neighboring visit that you have, the only neighboring node that you have is nothing but E. E is already visited. Okay, E is already visited. So what you do? You are going to do what is known as C pop. You're going to do. Say, I'll write this again. You need to pop E here. Okay. Later, what you do? You come to the next place. Okay. What is the next place? That your next place is nothing but E here. Okay. So this E is already visited. Okay. E is already visited. So what needs to be done? You don't have to pop. What is the next thing? Which is nothing but C. So next thing is I am going to pop C. Why? Because the neighboring of C is E, which is already visited. You don't have to visit again. Okay. So when I pop the next item, what is the next item I have? C. So that is also sort of popped out now. Okay. So from the stack, even that is popped out. Then the next place. What is the next place? C is already done. You move into the next thing. Okay. What is the next thing that you have? Is nothing but equal to A. Okay. For you go to A here. You check. See what are the neighboring nodes for A? You have C already visited. You don't have to do anything, and it's already popped up. You don't have to do anything. Then, but there is one more node. What is that one more node? D is there. Is D visited? No. D is not at all visited. So what do? You put that as the next node to be visited. When I do that, okay, when I do that, so what will be my next visited node? My next visited node will be with regard to D. So that D will be coming onto the stack like this. Okay, that D will be coming onto the stack like this. So what is my next thing? Now even D is visited. See, even D is now sort of visited. Now you can see all 5 nodes are visited or fully visited. Okay. Now, what are the neighbors with regard to D? That needs to be written, right? So what are the neighbors with regard to D? From D, where and all you can go? You can go to C, you can go to E. Okay. You can go to C and you can go to E here. Any other place which you can sort of go? No. You can't go anywhere else except these things. Okay. So for this, what will be done? What needs to be done? Okay. What needs to be done? Again, the same old thing. Okay. You go across C. Now you see this very clearly. You are now at D. Okay. You are now at D. You check what are the neighboring nodes C and E. They are already visited. So what do? you pop D. Okay, you pop D. So that will be written very clearly here that the next thing is with regard to pop D. So when I pop D, that will be coming right here. After D, you go to the next place. What is there in the next place? That nothing but A. Check with regard to A. Is there any nodes that are unvisited? Okay, which are not visited. With regard to A, C and D already visited. So what do? You pop A. When you pop A, what is the thing that will be remaining? Only this will be remaining like this. See, you need to go write one more few stacks later like that, okay? But here I don't have that time. If I do that, then I need to keep on moving the screen. So to avoid that, I'm writing everything here itself. But generally, you have to write a stack, one stack later, one stack like that, step by step. So when I pop next, this will be coming out. Okay, this will be popped out. What is popped out? A is popped out. Okay, A is popped out. Next, again go to our next place. What is the thing that you have? B. Look for B, A and D. Already visited? Yes. So what do? You pop now B. When you pop out B, what will be remaining? Everything will be thrown out. Okay, everything will be thrown out right from the stack. Stack will be empty, and the later part is with regard to like this. Okay, this is what you got. This is what you got. Is this a topological sorting order? No. There is one thing that you need to do. What is that? You need to reverse this. When you reverse this, okay, when you sort of reverse this, what you get? You get a thing like this. B, A, E, C, E. What do you call this? This is nothing but my topological sorter using DFS method. They are going to give you this in exam. You need to figure out this in exam. Okay, that needs to be sort of kept in mind. They are going to give you a graph. You need to figure out the topological sorting order. That is a thing that you got to keep in mind. Okay, this is an exam question. This is an exam answer. Okay, what is an exam question? The graph. What is an exam answer? The topological sorting order. Okay, what are the things to keep in mind? The ones that are visited nodes, the ones that are neighbors, the ones that is pushing into the stack, and ones that is popping out of the stack. Need to be kept in mind before understanding this and also working through about this. Okay, if you are able to do all these things, the entire thing is fully done and dusted. Okay, so what is the topological order? B, A, D, C, E. Okay, that is a way that you're supposed to get an entire order for it. Okay, now what we do? Of course, we do the next problem. Okay, we'll take one more and we are going to do with regard to the next problem. Okay, how it comes, all those things and all we are going to look for. We are going to take one more example. Now, what is that one more example we are going to take? Okay, people who didn't understand, probably they'll get to know from this example. Okay, so we'll take one more example. What is it? 5. Okay, instead of what is it called? ABC, I'm going to take numbers. Is there any other change? No. In place wherever you wrote, 1, 2, 3 and all, sorry, ABC and all, you're going to write 1, 2, 3 and all. Except that there is no other change that you're going to do. Okay. One more example I'm going to take like this. What example? This one. How many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 nodes are there. Please keep that in mind. Okay. If I take this, this is how it basically comes through, okay? And all the things that are coming through, it will be like this. 3 to 1 there is a node and 2 to 3 there is a edge. Is there any other things that is remaining? No. Okay. So for this, we are again going to figure out what is known as a topological sorting. I told very clearly that you can choose any node. Okay, you can choose any node. Usually we choose the ones which having a in degree 0 because there will be a nice flow to it. Okay, So we'll again choose any node. Probably we'll start from the toppermost one. Okay. So what is the nodes we are going to choose? We are going to choose a node which is right from 5. Okay. Let's start with 5 and let's work with regard to 5. So what are the things to be kept in mind here? Okay. What are things to be kept in mind and what is the way of doing things? What is the way of doing? Let's look into this. Okay. What is going to happen from this example? For this example, we are going to start with 5. So I'll go take that stack. What is the stack I have? How many nodes of things I need to have in a stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to have 6. So I'll write that 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this will be my stack. I am first going to visit what? I'm going to write that entire thing right here. Okay. Visited nodes. What I'll write, then figure out what are the neighbors for it. Okay, and then of course I know to push and pop up and all. Okay, based on that I'm going to keep on writing it. So for this, if I start writing things, okay, if I start writing things and figure out what is the way of writing things. So first thing is I'm going to visit the node 5. If the node is first visited 5, okay, the first node to be visited is 5. So what is going to happen? First thing is 5 is visited. I'm going to push that into the stack. 5 is coming right here. My next job is to figure out. 1 second, it's a call. Okay, we are back. Okay, stupid people from college keep on calling. Okay, now again, let's go into this. What is our visited nodes? 5. Okay, there's a visitor node which is 5. So I'll pop that into, I'll push that into the stack like this. 5. Okay, now what is the neighbors for 5? That needs to be written very clearly to write that. Okay, what are the neighbors for 5? The places where from 5 it is going out. 2 and 0 are my neighbors. 2 and 0 are my neighbors. So where I can go? See, I can go for 2, I can go for 0. It's my wish. I can choose whatever I want. That's why I say there can be more than one topological sorter. Okay, there can be more than one. Please keep that in mind. This is not unique. More than one topological sorting order can be coming through. Why? Because of these choices only you make. Some people may choose 0. Some people may choose 2. Based on that, the order may change. Okay, but it will not be like, after 5 you are not going to go for 3 and all. That's not possible. Okay, you are either going for 2, you are either going for 0. It's up to you. Okay, so I'll choose 2. Okay, I'll choose 2 because you know very clearly that the next thing I can very clearly go from 3 to 1 like that. So I'll choose 2. So what is my next thing? I'll go choose 2. So what I'll do is I'll write it like this. Okay, that 5 is fully visited. Now I'm going for 2. Okay, so I'll push that into the stack. 2 is coming right here. What are the neighbors for 2? Figure out. There is only one neighbor for 2, which is 3. Okay, so I'll go next thing, which is nothing but 3. So I'll go write that 3 right here. So I'll push that 3 into this. Okay, 1 second. I'll just the problem with online thing. Okay, now you see this 2 is already visited. Now next thing from 2 I visited 3. Okay, what are the neighbors for 3 needs to be written now. Okay, neighbors for 3 is 1. Okay, is nothing but equal to 1. Okay, so this is also done. So what is my next step? Next step is I'm going to visit 1. Okay, I'm going to visit 1. So I need to pop that into, push that into the stack. I've revisited it. Okay, So this is nothing but even 1 is visited. Okay, 1 is visited. Now you see, what is the neighbors of 1? Neighbor of 1 is nothing. There is no neighbors. I put a dash like that to just to specify that there are no neighbors for 1. Okay, that neighbor, there is no neighbors for 1. So what do you get this? You need to do what is known as a pop option. What you are going to pop? You need to pop the one that is been, the last one. So what is the last one? The last one was 1. Okay, the last one was 1. So that will be sort of popped out. See, 1 is popped out. If I pop out 1, you can see very clearly that there is only these things that are remaining. So I can write very clearly, neatly, I can write here, okay, that these are nothing but popped elements or popped items, anything you can call. Okay, anything you can call. So 1 is popped out. So from 1, I need to go to next thing. What is the next thing that is there? 3. So I'll go standard 3. For 3, what is the things that are visited? The only thing is 1. 1 is also visited. 1 is already visited. So what I do? I need to pop it out. Okay. So my next item to be popped out will be equal to 3. Okay. So this will be popped out. Okay. This again will be popped out. See, from 2, so from 3, I'll go for 2. For 2, what is the visited? The nodes that are neighbors. The neighbors is only 3. 3 is already visited. So what I do? I'll pop even out 2. So what are the elements to be popped out? You are going to pop out 1. You have popped out 3. Now you are popping out even 2. Okay. So if I do that, even this is done. So what is the element to be there? Even 2 is popped out. Okay, even 2 is sort of popped out. Now what is the next element to be done? Okay, what is the next thing to be done here? Okay, the next thing to be done is with regard to how you are going to manage the next part. What is the next part? The next part is you can go for the next part. What is the next part? 5. Now you can very clearly see from 5 you have 0 and 2 both. Right? You have both 0 and 2. In this, what you will take? Obviously, the 2 is already visited. So, but 0 is not visited. So what do? You are going to push that into the stack now. If I push 0 into the stack, that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to push 0 into the stack. So that 0 is very much coming right here. Okay, that 0 is becoming right here. What are the neighbors for 0? Not that needs to be kept in mind. What are the neighbors with regard to 0? No neighbors. So what is the next thing? Again, we are going to pop the next part. What is the thing to be popped out? The ones that is there in the last part. What is there in that? The last part that you have is nothing but 0. So that will be popped out. Okay, that will be popped out. And so that 0 is coming right here. See, even that is popped out. Okay, so that is also popped out. So 0 is also visited now. What is the next thing? Next thing is you are going to go look for 5. Okay, you are going to go look for 5. So 5 for 5, 2, 0, everything is visited. So you are going to pop up even that. Okay, so that will mean that you have even popped out this. So even 5 is visited. Okay, even 5 is sort of popped out. Is that the end of everything? No, there's one thing that is coming at last, 4. That 4 will be written at last like this. That even the last part will be visited and that 4 will be written like this. See, one thing you keep in mind. And when you put it the reverse part of it, what is going to happen? 4, 5, 0, 2, 3, 1. Please keep this in mind. This can be even one more option also can come. What is that one more option? Shall I say? It will be 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 0. Provided what you take. This is also fine. This is also fine. Okay. This will come when you take 4. Starting when you take 4 and when you go across, this is what you get. Otherwise, you get this, which you got this. We got this. So only I told you that this, whatever the topological sorting, is not at all unique. It's not unique. Keep that in mind, because there's random choices that will happen. Even in source removal method also you saw that. This is not going to be unique. Okay, because there's random choice. It's not unique, but you get an answer like this, that becomes very important. Okay, so the topology sorting using the method what we use, what we got, this is what we got. Okay, very clearly you need to keep this in mind. There's pushing, there's popping, okay, checking for neighbors and doing things. Any other things to be kept in mind? No. Okay, we'll take one more example. Okay, we'll take one more example and we're not going to leave it, okay, until and unless you people get used to it, you people get, sort of become experts in it, not going to leave it. Okay, so we'll take one more example, probably the bigger example we'll take, because it's the last one. So we are going to take a bigger example and we are going to work through it. Okay, so the DA lab today will be starting at 2. Okay, we'll be starting at the B2 batch, if I'm not wrong, B1 or B2 batch. Okay, so I don't know when sir will start, but DA lab will start at 2. Okay, because you get enough time, right? Because it's a lab session. Again, today's lab session will be, the introduction part only, just like I did for B1 batch. Okay, maybe if possible, if time permits, we'll be seeing even the Eclipse parts of it today. Okay, I think the last time we couldn't do it because of that, the QCM meeting. I was supposed to go join even for 8th sem, 6th sem, 4th sem. Okay, so all the semester I was supposed to be there. Because of that, for I think the B1 batch, we couldn't do much. Only the basics of few things only we saw. And of course, I talked about the programs and all. We are going to do that for B2 batch also today. Okay. Anyway, that we are going to see at 2 o'clock. Okay. Before that, what is the example? The example we are going to take next. We'll take a bigger example. Okay. We are going to take a bigger example. And how does it start? It starts like this. There's a A. There's of course a B. There's a C. And we're going back with A, B, C, D and all. Whatever they give in exam, you should be able to do it. They're going to give you the graphs, nothing more they give. Okay, when it comes to topological sorting, majority of the times they give you a graph and they want you to figure out the topological order. Okay, and if they give for 10 marks thing, they may give even the algorithm part. Okay, when you understand how it is all written, the algorithm can be written very clearly without any problem. Okay, so what is it? From A to C, there is a node like this. Sorry, H, A to B, B to E. Okay, see, this is writing itself will be taking a lot of time. Okay, C to F, like this, and there is from here to here, and from here to here, and one more from like this. Be careful, you need to write it neatly, not like me. Okay, in exam you need to always write it neatly. There is one. Okay, just count the number of edges so that whether I got it correctly or not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. Check here. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess 11. Yeah, fine. So probably I got everything correct. So if we go from this, fine, these two are fine. I think, yeah, this one is missing. Okay, I got this incorrect, then these two are correct, this and this. Yeah, so everything I've got. There's a bigger graph. It's the last problem. I need to have a bigger graph. Okay, so where do I start? This time we'll not see in degree, out degree. We'll go with our flow. Okay, because anywhere you go, last two examples we probably saw it wherever the in degree at 0. This time what we'll do, we'll go with the ones where what is the thing to be kept in mind here? The thing to be kept in mind, again, I'll go write a stack. How many elements are there? There are many elements here. Okay, so related all these things. How many are there? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 are there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this will be my stack. Okay, so I'm going to go with any. I told you very clearly that you can choose any node. So I'll choose any node. Of course, I'll go with alphabetical order. Now you may be thinking, what about A is not having in degree is equal to 0. That is only preferably, we'll choose that. Okay, we can go with any node. So I'll go with A this time. And you can see very clearly that A is not having what you call as in degree equal to 0. It is having a in degree which is more than 0, which is 1. So okay, so I'm going to write from there. Okay, so I'm going to write the two things which we always write. So first thing is the visited nodes. So visited nodes. Then we'll write what is known as the neighbors. Okay, visited nodes and then the neighbors. Okay, so two things are written very clearly. First thing is I told you very clearly that we are going to visit the node A. So that A will be coming onto the stack. And A, you can see, is fully visited. Then the neighbors need to be written. So I'm going to write that neighbors. What is a neighbors for A? The places where it is going. Okay, so you got B and you got C. So what is next thing? I'll go alphabetical order. So I'll go B. So B is visited. So B is pushed onto the stack like this. So B is now visited. Neighbors of B. How many neighbors are there? There is G. There is E. Okay, so can write this like this. There is E and G. People may be thinking, why not G and E? You write anything you want. I'll go here. I'm writing E and G because alphabetical order. That's all. Okay, you can write G and E. Okay, you can write however you want to write. You write. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Okay, see, I want to make it a little bit. Again, please you zoom in. I can't zoom in more because I need to write. I need to have a screen, right? So see, B is visited. What's my next thing? I'll go with E. Okay, so I'll visit E next. If I visit E, I need to write that. I need to write that E here also. Okay, so what is neighbors of E? Be careful. Neighbors of E. Is there any neighbors? Is there anything that is going out from E? I don't think so. Okay, so what do? You stop here. And what you do what is known as the popping option. Okay, you do the popping option now. You start from popping option from here itself because you can very clearly see that E has ended there. There's no neighbors for it. So you pop out. Okay, so popped elements I'm going to write. What is the first element to be popped out? E. Okay, first element to be popped out is nothing but E. So this element E is taken out. Okay, element E is taken out. So once you do that, what's the next thing? You figure out, you go on to the next element. What is the next element that you have? Okay, B. For with regard to B, E is already visited, not a problem. But is there one more element, G, that is there? Right? So that G can be visited now. So I'm going to visit G now. See, I'm going to visit G now. That G will be put into the stack like this. Okay, G is visited. For G, what are the neighbors? Do you have neighbors? Yes, do you have neighbors? Do you have F? Okay, F is there as a neighbor. So I'm going to write that. Okay, please zoom in. If you can't see, please zoom in. Okay, now what's it? See, F is needs to be divided. What is the next neighbor node? So that will be visited now. Okay, so I'm going to write that F is going to come right here and also onto the stack like this. I'll write it in other color itself. Okay, so that it becomes differentiation becomes easier. See, this is F, this is G. This is B, and this of course is A. Okay, if you can't, please zoom in. Okay, now for F, any neighbors, check any neighbors. No, there is no neighbors. Everything is coming into only. He is not having any neighbors. So there is no neighbors right here. So what you do? You do the popping option. When I do the popping option, what is our thing to be popped out? Of course, I'm going to pop out F. After F, if I pop out F, what is the thing that is remaining? G. Figure out the neighbors for G. F. F is already visited. So you need to pop out the next one, which is nothing but G. So I'm going to pop out even G. So G is also popped out. Okay. G is also popped out. What's the next thing? For G, okay, but before that, what do you have? You have E. See, you have to go like this again. When you're popping out, you have to go like this on top like this. See, for G, after that, there was E. E is already popped out. Before that, you had B. Okay, you are visited what is known as B. You can see very clearly there's B here. For B, you need to go and check. Okay, B, you need to go and check. What are the neighbors for B? You got E and G. E and G is already popped out. So what is the only option you have? B. That needs to be popped out. Yes. So that B will also be popped out like this. Now, what is the only thing? A. Go to A. Okay. Go to A. You can see there is B and C. B is already visited. But what about C? The C is not visited. So C is not visited. So what do? You are going to put that C into the stack now. So C will be visited next. C, you can see very clearly, is getting visited next. So that will be put into the graph, stack like this. Okay. So what are the neighbors for C? Any neighbors for C? No. There is F, of course, but F is already visited. Okay. So obviously there's nothing like that. So what's the next thing? Pop out even C. When you pop out C, see, even this needs to be popped out. So what you are going to get? You are going to get C right here. Okay. Even C will be popped out. C will be coming right here. So what is the next thing? After C, what is the only thing that is remaining? 1 second, I'll just remove this. Yeah. Okay. So what is the only thing that is remaining? A. A is only remaining. You come to A and you pop out that. Okay. So only A is remaining. So even that will be popped out. Only one person is there. You also pop out. So what is there in stack now? Nothing. So that will also be popped out. When I pop out that, A is coming right here. Is everything visited? No. There's one thing that is remaining, still remaining. D. So that will be the last person to be popped out. That will be the last person to be getting visited. So that D will be the last person is coming right here. So when I do the topological sorting, what I do the reverse of it. When I do the reverse of it, what is the topological order I get? I get D, उसके बाद A, then C, then E, then G, then F, then E. This is my topological order. I say this example is very important because this was there in your textbook. D, A, C, B, G, F, E. This is your topological order. For what? For this graph, this very big graph. You had every node is visited now. Yes. Did you get the topological order? Yes. Okay. Very, very important example because it's a textbook example. When I say very important, you know where it is going to come. Okay. Keep that in mind because the first two things were very easy. 2, 3, 4 nodes only we took. This time we took 7. Wherever that is, more, that will only going to come for your exam. Okay, done. This is your topological order. Popping, pushing, putting it everything in reverse. At last, you need to do this reverse thing. Okay, when you get a topological order. Done. Fine.